Hello, my name is Abdi, and for this assignment, I'm looking at problem solving in children, specifically their ability to follow simple tasks, which is moving corresponding toys to the correct bins. So background and objective. So problem solving is a fundamental cognitive ability that children develop early on. There are many cognitive processes that are connected and necessary, such as attention, learning, reasoning, and memory. This model tries to describe the cognitive processes of a child problem solving, specifically placing toys in their corresponding bins. So this is a simple task that children are routinely subjected to and involves different cognitive processes to work together to achieve the correct outcome. This model looks at the mental processes used to decide where to place the toys rather than the physical, psychomotor, and visual skills used during the activity. Literature and theories. So I decided to look at three different theories. The first is Piaget's cognitive development theory. This theory analyzes the stages of cognitive development and problem-solving abilities. The second theory I decided to look at was Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory. This theory focuses on the roles of social interaction and cultural tools in relation to problem solving. The role of language is a key tool, and inner speech helps children with problem solving. The final theory I decided to look at is the information processing theory. This theory relates children problem solving with the operations of a computer. It looks at attention, memory, planning, and other cognitive functions that allow problems to be solved. So this here is the model. It starts off with sensory input. So this comes in three different forms. So it's the visual stimulus, the sight, auditory stimulus, the sound, and the touch, which could be considered the modal. These are all going to be in relation to the toy. After that goes the selective attention. So the kids are going to be focusing specifically on the toy that's given to them one by one. So after they see the toy, they're going to go into the motivation and goal setting. They're going to come up with plans, and they're going to come up with the decision that they're going to place the toy in the correct bin. So there's two different memories that are going to be used here. We're looking at the long-term memory and the short-term memory. So for long-term memory, it involves pattern recognition, things that they've learned throughout their entire life, and they can try to put that into use when they're trying to figure out where to place the toys correctly. The also one's short-term memory and working memory. So this, they're going to be involved in the rules, hints, and objectives, so they can understand where they're going to put the toys. So with those two memories, they're going to come up with a cognitive strategy. These can involve experimental, trial and error, and hypothesis testing. So with these cognitive strategies, it goes both ways. So they're using the memory that they've heard before and the short-term memory to come up with cognitive strategies. After that, they're going to try to see if they're going to put the toy correctly. So there's two options. It's either going to fail or success. If it's failure, then they're going to go back to the beginning, to the sensory inputs and try again. If it's correct, then they're going to put that into the long-term memory so that they can use it correctly later on if there's anything that's similar. So for that model, there's pros and cons. The pros that I think is with the model is that it involves the main processes in place. So we see memory, we see attention. It also is straightforward and easy to understand. Finally, it incorporates different cognitive processes. So for the cons, it is oversimplified or too simple, and it doesn't fully explain all the different functions that are being used. There's not many environmental factors that are included in the model itself. For the conclusion, problem solving is a fundamental cognitive ability that children develop early on. The task of identifying toys and placing them in their respective bins uses cognitive processes such as attention, learning, reasoning, and memory. The model looks to describe the mental processes taking place in children when problem solving. The significance of this research is important and can be very helpful in understanding the way the brain works and different processes at play. The action of problem solving involves so many mental and cognitive processes that are interesting and important. And these are the references that I used for my thing. Thank you very much.